What is up, everybody? Jekyll here from Hyde and Jekyll. What is up, everybody? Jekyll here from Hyde and Jekyll. I want to make a video here based on, is hunger for you? A lot of people, asking,
How's the game? Is the game good? Is the game bad? What compares to the game?
I think that's a big question that is very vaguely answered. I'm gonna give hot take. I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, the ugly with hunger, and see if the game's going to be for you, if it's not going to be for you. Because I can tell you right now, I think in the state that it's in from the last tech test that we just did, now granted there is going to be an open beta, which things are going to change here in the future in the next obviously playtest that everybody is able to access. So if you do not already have access or did not play in the last tech test, make sure that you guys are wishlisting it and accessing questing access for the open beta that will probably be here in the next couple months before they do an early access release. So let's get into the good that they do, and that is honestly the optimization that they have done previously compared to the last two tech tests that I have played. Absolutely phenomenal job. They did very good on actually optimizing some of the very, very poor areas. Now we run into AMD, so we have a 7900 XT, both me and Hyde. But we do have the 9800X 3D chip. And I don't think we, with pretty much the highest graphics, compared to the last tech test, there was areas I was hitting like 30 and 40 FPS, really bad optimized areas. But no, this time, I mean, we went everywhere. We were everywhere on the map, and it was pretty smooth. Honestly, it was really smooth. So that is a huge improvement, which I got to give them props for. The other thing is, graphically, the game looks great. Very, very well done. Love the gore aspect of it, the limb dismemberment, which is new in this last tech test that they added, because that was not a thing that was previously added. Like, some of those things are just absolutely great to see. Another thing that I really enjoyed is the way they did the questing. The questing actually is meaningful in this, to a point where you want to really try and focus on and do some of the questing, because the questing is going to actually unlock certain areas or a new area for you to get to, which has higher loot, higher gear, better equipment for you to buy, new vendors. And honestly, I think that was really nice that they had that locked behind questing instead of an actual level. Because we're like, what happens in most games is that the quests are completely irrelevant. You don't have to do them. It's just usually something's locked behind like a level, or did you kill something, and now you can go into that high area. But not here. The quests actually are designed to help get you gear, which was really nice, because it actually, when you went out and did the quest, it actually made it feel rewarding when you could actually extract with it and complete the quest and then come back in, and then you would eventually unlock. So that actually was really good that they actually incorporated that in a very, very nice way. Some of the other things is the weapons felt pretty good. Overall, they felt a lot better. There's still some tuning and balancing that need to be done as far as damage values, but as far as like the overall melee and the way that the guns felt, they all felt pretty good. Like I said, now there is tuning and balancing that needs to be done, but for the most part, I mean, that's just things that you're going to have to do. I mean, any game's going to have to do that after, beta and tech tests and stuff like that. I mean, that just comes down to more data that they need to actually fine tune and polish all the guns, all the weapons, to make the PvP and the combat actually feel more balanced and more aligned. Talent systems were nice. This is where we're going to start getting into need work. Okay, the talents are great. They're fun. They are rewarding. The problem is they are so imbalanced, though. Like, there is a massive difference when you started getting certain talents, especially like the extended lunge ability, and you could just yeet yourself across the entire fucking like bridge, or you could close the gap on a player with literally one or two lunge attacks that cost 0 stamina. Your melee requires less stamina or reduces the amount of stamina that you need to do your lunge. And it was just absolutely busted. Like, it was so broke, it wasn't even funny. So that one, I know the devs already stated,
Hey, that was not intended.
and they are working on fixing that, but I would have liked to seen something during the tech test. Maybe, honestly, they should have just, during tech test, if it was unintended, I think it would have been nice just for them to take that out, in my opinion, because it kind of ruined a lot of the PvP, especially if you had somebody that was like level like 60 or 50 that already were spec'd into that lunge ability going against somebody that was under that level that did not have those abilities. Yeah, the drastic difference of an advantage that player had was way too severe, and I think honestly I just would have liked to seen them take that out. Then we start getting into the leveling system. Now the leveling's great. They do need to just make the leveling across the board easy for everybody, so that way everybody can just go in and do their own thing. But I think the biggest thing is going to be, experience wise, is everybody can gain experience at the same rate compared to a solo going in there and getting triple experience when they can just kill a ton of AI. And then we'll get into like the really bad here. Professions are kind of really janky. The professions like started out okay, but they cost way too much to do. Take a good bit to level, which I'm fine with that, but trying to find all of the material, or not the material, but like the patterns and the blueprints that you need to craft certain items, it was like, after 50 hours of playing, I think I found only like 2 or 3 blueprints for myself. So that was rough, I'm not gonna lie, especially when you're trying to like make the better weapons and the better gear. Not having, I guess, that type of finding those blueprints easier. I don't know, because I don't want it too easy, but at the same time, I don't know. I think there just needs to be a little bit of a rework, maybe inside the profession system itself. Maybe access a little bit more to different weapons and have some of like obviously the more rare weapons be blueprint drops, or same with armor and stuff. I think they could allow people to craft more items rather than have everything locked behind. Just that you have to go out and find the blueprints. And then they definitely need like a free kit for people that die. Now, those are some of the goods, the bads. Characters need rebalanced. Is the game going to be for you? Okay, so let's get to the main topic here. The main topic is, I think for majority of people that's going to kill it for them is time. Right now, the way that the game states is if you have a lot of time to invest into the game, then you are probably going to feel like a god and you're going to absolutely love it, because the game is very, very heavily, I guess, rewarding towards people that are higher level, have more time to invest, have the better gear right now, and have more of their talents unlocked because of being a higher level. That right now is the biggest advantage. So people that don't have the amount of time to play, they are going to be at a significant disadvantage compared to any of the PvP. AI, it's pretty easy to kill AI with any of your weapons. It doesn't matter really what weapon you have, so that's a nice feeling. It comes down to the PvP, which is where it's going to really kick you in the dick and you're not going to feel good about certain fights. And that's just because of the leveling. Now, the matchmaking, they could hopefully change the matchmaking, so hopefully they can, because the way that the matchmaking is it's a hodgepodge. You go in, everybody's together, so you can be level 1 going against level 70, and that's really going to kill the vibe for you as a new player, and that's really going to help deter a lot of players away from playing the game, because if you're not being able to get anywhere for the first 15 levels because you're just getting absolutely steamrolled by these higher level characters and players, yeah, it makes the game feel really bad. So I think, if you're going to have time to invest now, and like I said, this could all change. This could all very well change because of, this is just a tech test. They still have the open beta that they're going to be obviously changing things in. But I think as of where it stands, if you don't have the time, it's not going to be a game that you're really going to have a lot of fun with. But if they do change it, and you are going to be somebody that likes a very sophisticated and fun way of melee combat and the way that the talent system works, because it's a new take on an extraction shooter and you need a different type of an extraction shooter, then this is going to probably be a game that's going to be right up your alley. You're probably going to enjoy it. You're going to have some good time. You'll have a lot of fun with it. Probably get frustrated with it and be very, wanting to smash a keyboard every now and then, depending on how you died. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a game that will entice a lot of people. It's going to have a closed niche, just like Hunt Showdown, but it is nowhere near Hunt Showdown. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a Hunt Showdown killer. No, the game is completely different than Hunt Showdown. Like, I just want everybody to understand that the gameplay, the mechanics, the way that everything works in this game is completely different than Hunt Showdown. And I just want people to understand that before they go and they think, oh,
this game is a Hunt Showdown killer.
No, it's completely different. All right, like completely different. This is like literally in its own genre. It's like Tarkov. Tarkov has its own, like, Tarkov's in its own league. It's in its own genre. There's nothing like it, and that's like this. Like, this is going to be a completely different game, which is good, because that's what the extraction and that's what the FPS world needs. Is they need new games. They need different games with their own style. So I think if you're going to be able to have the time to invest, and you're going to be able to want something that's going to be a little bit more on a methodically placed, maybe shots or way the melee system works, then this will be a game that will be fantastic. You'll have a lot of fun with, and you'll probably really enjoy it if you like chopping zombies' heads off, because, I mean, who doesn't? It feels really good.
What do you mean by that?
But at the same time, if they don't fix that and make it maybe a little bit more time conscious for people that don't have a million hours to spend into it to kind of balance out the hell PvP side, then I think, unfortunately, Hunger will kill, which, I mean, I don't want to see happen, because it's a fantastic game so far. And we've really enjoyed it. Like, we had so much fun in it, even though we did lose a lot. There is a pretty big learning curve, so make sure that when you're going into this, you keep an open mind on the learning curve that is there, because if you don't, you're going to be hurting it. And I think that's a big thing to take into consideration too when you go to play any game, is that there should be a learning curve in any game that you ever play. It doesn't matter. Like, no game needs to just cater you right off the rip and just hold your hand and be like, okay, here you go. Here's the best loot. Here's the best gear, best weapons. There you go. Just steamroll everything down in the game. And I disagree with games that just want to do that. I don't think there should always be your handheld. You should actually have to learn the game, learn maybe angles, learn different techniques, and be like, oh, this is how it actually plays. It makes the game feel better at the end of the day, for sure. And it makes you feel a little bit more rewarding when you do have that advantage, and maybe somebody that killed you previously, and then you steal their technique and you kill somebody else with it. It feels good. It does. Like, at the end of the day, it does feel good when you're able to outplay somebody, and you're like, damn, okay. And you take different techniques and you use them, and the more you play, the better you get. And that's how a game should feel. But on this one right now, it's kind of just, if you're the higher level, you just want, especially if you have, the legendary sword, or even any type of epic halberd, or the war axe, or anything like that, you're just like, that's fine. Or even at the spear, to be honest. Any of the melee was super strong with just the build that they had. So hopefully this can answer some of your guys's big questions of, is this game for me, and what is like the good, the bad, the ugly with it. I mean, there's a million other things that we could go into, but I mean, for the main drawing points, I think that is where I have to stand on it, and I think everybody else will enjoy it. I think it, the open beta will probably be even better than what we just played, because like I said, the devs already talked about that they are fixing some things, reworking some things. So I feel like if they do work on those things that they're saying that they're going to do, I think honestly the game's going to be in a really good spot. So if you guys did play the tech test, you guys did get to recently play it, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and comments down below, and see what you guys think, what you guys thought was good, bad, need reworked, or if you even think the game's going to be for you, or if it's not going to be for you.